Alrighty, folks, we are going to be talking about in this psychological lecture the power of self belief inside of day trading, right? And specifically, it's one of the things I've noticed when I turned from unprofitable to profitable, I had inside of me. And basically, what is self belief, right? It's the belief within yourself that you will achieve anything that you put your mind to. And I know this is corny and it's a corny topic to talk about and it's constant and repetitive. I understand. But what I want you to recognize and realize is the future version of yourself that has every single thing that he wants, has complete self belief in himself to be able to achieve anything on the face of the planet Earth. And majority of the things that you need to do that will switch you from unprofitable to profitable is starting to act like the version of yourself that you want to become like. Now, what does that mean? You guys are probably sitting there saying, what the fuck are you talking about right now? What I mean by saying that specifically is imagine I told you, hey, viewer, how would the version of yourself act that you want to become like? You would say, oh, well, he's disciplined. He goes to the gym every day. He helps his family with the mortgage and the bills. He makes so much money. His parents are proud of him because of how successful he is. Well, why don't you just start acting like him? Because when you start mimicking someone or something, you end up actually becoming like that person or that thing. So, this is a thing I used to constantly ask myself, what is it that I need to switch? And the biggest topic that I learned I needed to personally switch is having the ability to self believe and truly inside of me believe that I would actually become a profitable day trader. The problem is majority of you guys genuinely do not believe in yourself. You don't think it's possible because you've never seen the success in the first place. And what I'm telling you here now is you need to switch and rewire your mind in order to actually achieve what you are looking to achieve. And my best piece of advice with doing this specifically is to start adopting the thought process of the person you would like to become like. Ask yourself, and this is going to be homework for you guys that truly watch my content and actually want to change. On a piece of paper, write out every habit and every action that the version of yourself that you want to become like does in the future. Ask yourself genuinely, how does he act? What does he do? Where does he live? How many contracts is he trading? What does he wear? How does he treat his family? What are the things you want to become like? Because the problem is majority of you guys want to become someone or something, but you don't even know how that person or that thing acts like. You have no idea. And that is ultimately why you have yet to achieve what you are looking to achieve. You don't believe in yourself. This also causes you to go on tilt, over leverage, over trade, because if you truly believed in yourself and your ability to make that money back on that funded account, you wouldn't have to over leverage. You genuinely do not believe you are capable enough to take a loss, move on, come back tomorrow, and make it back. You don't believe in yourself. And this is why you fail. This is why you go on tilt. This is why you over leverage. And this is why the repetitive actions and mistakes happen time and time and time and time again. So you need to ask yourself, how do I be different than the version of myself that is in the current? Well, let me start thinking, acting, and doing what the future profitable version of myself does. So that way I can mimic him and then I'll actually become him. I want you guys to realize this is the superpower that I had at a young age in order to actually see profitability at 19, 18, and 17, and 16 and a half. That's the switch. It's not, oh, what's the best strategy? It's not, oh, what's this and what's that? Oh, well, maybe I need to change my strategy. Maybe I need an indicator, or maybe I need this, or maybe I need that. No, 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 no. You need to have complete self belief in yourself in order to actually see the results. The problem is you genuinely do not believe that it is possible for yourself to achieve what you are looking to achieve. And the reason on why that is maybe because you don't deserve it. Maybe you just passed your funded account. And if you really are honest and truthful with yourself, you're reflecting and saying, did I really deserve to pass that funded account? Or was it just I full ported 2 trades and passed it? that is ultimately why you don't believe in yourself. Because your career that you are doing and the actions in your career that you are doing right now is completely random and spurts everywhere. There's no longevity and consistency with what you are doing. And the switch you need to make is the belief in yourself in order to actually be able to take a loss, come back tomorrow on a fresh, clear mind, execute again, and have belief that you will actually make the money back. But the problem is, like I mentioned for the fourth, fifth time, you genuinely do not believe, and you do not believe you are capable enough to actually make that money back that you lost on that individual trade, which then turns into and leads down you blowing the funded account because you genuinely do not believe in yourself. And the simple piece of advice I give to anyone that is in my life, IRL, my friends, my family, whoever who's seeking my advice, is I genuinely gauge them by their confidence and their self-worth and their self-love. If you don't love yourself, who will? You have no respect for yourself right now, to the point where every aspect of your life is a joke. You take a trade, bruh, I blew my funded account. You have no self-belief and self-worth and self-love within yourself. That's why you haven't achieved anything. It's just a constant cycle that you do. You buy an account, you take a trade, you take one little loss that could be made back in the next session or the next day. Then you blow the account, and then you're sitting back and saying, what the hell? Why can't I get this? Why can't I get this? And then the cycle repeats. You do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And then you sit back and wonder, like, what happened? What did I do? Why can't I change? And what I'm telling you is you need to have the belief within yourself in order to actually see active change in your life. But the problem is you're just expecting a miracle to happen. You're just expecting, well, if I keep showing up every day and I keep doing the same thing over and over again, maybe and hopefully something will change. 0 plus 0 will always equal 0. If you don't change yourself and you change the ability to think in a different manner and change the actions you do every single day and change the discipline and the amount of discipline you have every single day, how are you expecting any form of change with your career? It doesn't make sense. It's like someone who works a corporate job sitting there at his corporate desk and prays and hopes to be a millionaire, a multimillionaire, and just is praying and just working there endlessly and say, hopefully I get a raise and a promotion. And then his promotion, he gets his promotion, ends up being $2 more. It doesn't affect his life at all. But that's actively what you guys are doing. Genuinely, that's what you guys are doing. You're sitting there, you're buying that other next funded account. You're not seeking a mentorship or learning from other people that actually know what they're talking about. You're sitting there hoping and praying for a miracle. Just sitting there like a sitting duck, waiting and hoping and praying for a change in your career. When you're just a sitting duck. And I want you guys to accept the fact that you are. Because no one likes an egotistical person that is completely blind to his surroundings. Because that's actively what majority of you guys are. You guys are genuinely, and you guys will genuinely sit there with the active belief that something will change if you don't have to change anything in your life. Now, let me repeat that because that might not have made sense to you guys. You all think something different is going to happen by you doing the same actions every single day. You've been failing for the last 1, 2, 3, 4 years, and you're just hoping and praying for a miracle. And you expect something to change. Ask yourself right now. You don't need to comment it. You don't need to comment hate at me. You don't even need to tell me about your life. I want you to ask yourself genuinely right now, the viewer through the screen, you are making direct eye contact with me right now. Genuinely ask yourself, have I bettered my habits in the last 1, 3, 6, 9, 12, 24 months? Or has the actions I have been doing been the exact same for the last couple of years? Have I been taking my life as a joke? Have I been making the same mistakes over and over and over again? Have I not sought a mentorship because I know clearly I don't have it right now? Have I not been doing the things that would lead me down to success? Genuinely ask yourself right now. You don't need to answer to me. I am nothing. I'm just a guy giving you guys advice. You don't need to answer to me. You don't need to answer to the people in the comment section. You don't need to answer to anyone. But I want you to be truthful within yourself. Genuinely reflect and ask yourself out loud right now. Has my actions been different and have I been seeing progression? If the answer is no, You know the solution, you know the pill to your sickness, but you'll be blind to it. And time will pass you over and over and over and over again until you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. You're going to reflect on your life and you're going to sit back and say, damn, should have listened to someone. Because I know I'm doing everything to my ability right now. Thank God. Hallelujah. I know I'm working to the best of my ability. I know I'm trading to the best of my ability. I know I'm teaching to the best of my ability. I know I'm posting for free to the best of my ability. I know people are actively getting changed to the best of my ability. I know I have complete control over my mind, and the discipline following is exactly where it needs to be. Like I mentioned, I have nothing to prove to you. You have nothing to prove to me. At the end of the day, I'm just some guy on YouTube giving you guys advice, and you're just some guy watching it. The only change you will see within yourself is this change specifically that comes from yourself. At the end of the day, you can watch hours and hours and hundreds of hours of these videos. Motivational quotes, motivational advice. But the only difference between the unprofitable version of yourself and the profitable version of yourself is identifying your mistakes without an ego, fixing them. If that means you have to join a mentorship to learn what your mistakes are because you're incapable of doing so, that's fine. If that means you want to go thug it out for the next 3, 4, 5 years and do it on your free route, that's fine as well. Whatever you want. You can make your life easier or difficult, more difficult, whatever you want. But at the end of the day, the best pill to your sickness right now is genuinely asking yourself and seeing what your individual problems are with your psychology, with your trading strategy, with your win rate, with your risk to reward ratio, with whatever aspects of life you can improve in. Once you are genuinely honest with yourself, it's much easier to pass the old version of yourself and actually see success. This is what high-level, high-ranking CEOs do. Mark Zuck, Elon, all of these people, you think that they don't know what their problems are? And you think they're not fast with the solutions to their problems? Do you genuinely believe that? Or do you believe specifically, yeah, I mean, if you're Elon Musk or if you're Mark Zuck, of course you know what your problems are. Of course you're fixing them at a very fast rate. Top performing human beings all can figure out what their individual problems are, create a solution for them, and move on with their life and continuously see success. The problem with you right now, actively trying to make money, let's say through day trading or whatever, you are blind to what your problems are out of ego. Your ego does not allow you to find what your problems are. And then your life just goes endless, endless, endless of failure. Then you sit back in a 3, 6, 9, 12, 24-month duration asking, where did all that time go? Your time was stolen from your ego. I want that to be a picture painted in your head. Your ego is stealing your time right now of success and being able to see success. And the moment you kill your ego and your ego dies, you are able to clearly identify, picture perfect, what your problems are, create solutions to your problems, and actively see more success. But until you do that, you can expect to have the exact same existence with no change. Be honest with yourself. I have nothing to prove to you. You have nothing to prove to me. I don't need you to comment on this video. I don't need you to do anything. I need you, in order to see more success within yourself, to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, what am I struggling with? Do I genuinely not believe in myself to act? Do I really, late at night, those thoughts, 15 minutes before bed, when you put your head on the pillow, are those thoughts manipulating the way that you think? Do you genuinely think that you can make it in trading? And if the answer is no, you need to fix that right now. Or else you will get eaten by the unprofitable monster. And your life will go exactly the same. And it'll be a shit, boring life. Your wife is getting pegged by the gardener. Your son's asking to do crazy shit. I want to wear dresses, Dad. What the fuck? You guys might be laughing through the screen right now. I'm genuinely serious though. This is the problem. When you have no respect from others, they will run over you. This is what I've noticed when I was unprofitable. Not a single human being on the planet respected me. And it ate my mental health. It killed me on the inside because all I wanted was respect. That's all I wanted out of everything. That's the only reason why I'm posting right now. I want to be respected as and known as the guy who changed everyone's life for free. It's all a respect thing. And that's why you feel like shit right now, because every action of your life right now is controlled by another human being and no one respects you right now. Of course you're going to feel like shit. And that's the life of someone who makes no money. Someone who lives a boring, normal, minimalistic life is not respected. You look at these sad sob stories. This guy is a corporate guy sitting, making 50 grand a year. He has a jolly ass family, wife and kids. Wife ends up cheating. Son ends up wanting to wear dresses. And then his whole life fucking flip flops upside down. Yeah. Don't take my word for it. Go on TikTok. You'll see all the stories. When have you ever seen a story of a dude that's a multi-billionaire, that's actively looks good, that smells good, that dresses well, that is charismatic, who has everything in his life accounted for, getting cheated on? Much, much more rare. Obviously, there's some women out there who just want to cheat on everyone. But it's so much more rare if you are genuinely respected by all of your peers and anyone around you. So that should be your strive in life, to be respected by everyone that you know. You are not respectable right now because you take your life as a joke, you have no self-belief in yourself, and people could smell it. I can smell, if someone were to come up to me, I had people come up to me in Miami. I had a bunch of people come up to me in Miami. When I was out hitting the town in Miami, I had people come up to me. They're unprofitable traders. They were just asking me advice. I genuinely looked into their eyes and I could smell on them that they did not have the belief in themselves in order to act. So you need to reflect on your life right now, bro. Because I'm just some guy at the end of the day that's giving you advice, but if you don't change yourself, nothing will change and your life will go exactly the same. I love you guys. If you made it to the end of this psychological lecture, let me know what your thoughts are. I want you to be able to think for yourself and think freely. This comment section is complete open, can be completely off topic, doesn't even matter. Say what you think and what is on your mind. Do not limit yourself. Say whatever is on your mind right now. Doesn't matter, could be off topic. I want to see what you guys think and how you guys think. Better is the ability of content that I make for you guys. I love you guys so much. That's going to be the end of this psychological lecture. I'll see you guys soon.